My name is Jun. I'm the manager of Asian Strategies. Welcome to today's info session. Good morning, good afternoon. I wonder whether you can hear me, just doing a quick chat. If you can hear me, you can type in the chat box and let me know. Oh, I see thumbs up. Thank you, Xiaotong. Hello. Yeah, I see another thumbs up. Good. Thank you very much. Feel free to turn off your camera because I'm going to do the recording here so then people can also see. Yeah, thanks, Samsung SM. So feel free to change your name into your real name so that I know who it is. At the same time, while we are still waiting for people to trickle in, you could type in your name or where you're from, right? No name needed. We don't need to know your actual name if you're not feeling comfortable, but I want to hear where you're from. Right? If you're from any institute or your university, please type in the chat box and you could open the chat and then type it in so that I know where you're from. Thank you very much for making time today. I'm going to start and say hello, everyone. Welcome to today's UBC FSI info session. Okay, then you should be able to see a little bubble there, and that would trigger you to open, and then you can just type in, for example, like where you're from, which home institution you are in. Oh, I started to have, hey, thank you for coming. Yukshu University. Thank you, Yuto, for coming. Hello, Hanyu. Thank you so much. And also from Yushu University in Japan. Sorry that if I didn't pronounce your university's name correctly. You can teach me how. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Thank you for coming. And we have our friends from University of Philippines, Los Baños. Thank you. Hello. We also have Vanavish Nish from India. Hello. Thank you very much. I think that is a different time zone. Some for you is very early, some for you is in the afternoon already. Okay, so no further ado, then I am going to see your chats to me at the same time. I will start. Then again, this session will be recorded. So if you don't feel comfortable, you could turn off your camera. And after the recording, and then these will be shared again on the internet on our website.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to join us, the UBC Forestry Summer Institute. I'm so excited to see you here online today. Today is the info session day. Yay, to learn more about this program, UBC FSI. My name is Jun Lee. I'm the manager of Asian Strategies at the University of British Columbia and Faculty of Forestry and Environmental Stewardship. I would love to know more about you while I am presenting. So let's dive right in and learn about the program. Over here, why? Whoa, why UBC? FSI, why this program? Right? So this program is designed around what we call the three C's, the cost, convenience, and career. So first, look at cost, right? So that studying abroad can be often expensive. But the FSI program is intentionally designed to provide a high-quality academic experience at a very competitive cost. You are learning at UBC, one of the world's leading universities, with courses designed and delivered by UBC faculty members and experts. The program structure allows you to access strong academic content, international learning, and campus experience in a short summer format, which makes the overall investment much more efficient and compared with many other longer programs abroad. And second, that is convenience. In just one summer, you can gain several valuable experiences at the same time, and you can take like our academic courses, participate in cross-cultural exchange with students from different backgrounds, and gain exposure to cutting-edge developments such as artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. And this allows you to efficiently build both academic knowledge and global perspective within a short period of time. Then, finally, career, very important. And through this program, you can expand your international perspective and build a global network. You interact with UBC faculty members, researchers, and students from around the world. And this experience help strengthen your profile for future graduate studies if you want to continue, your research opportunities if you want to pursue them, and also your career development after you graduate. So overall, the FSI program aims to provide an international learning experience that is high quality, efficient, and valuable for your future academic and professional journey. Now let's look at the beautiful Vancouver. Why Vancouver? Why UBC? I'm so excited to see you here this summer. These beautiful cities surrounded by the coastal mountains and oceans. While Vancouver is consistently ranked among the world's most livable and sustainable cities, where forests, oceans, mountains, and urban innovations meet. It offers a rare opportunity to study forestry and environmental sustainability in the real world settings. So from coastal rainforests and research forests to high density green urban spaces. Then we will have these as the center for the clean technology, bioeconomy development, and sustainability policy. Vancouver connects you, students, to cutting-edge research, industry partners, and global partner perspectives on climate action and resource management. Vancouver is also known for its safety, diversity, and strong Asian-Pacific connections, and making it an ideal destination for international students seeking a supportive and globally connected learning environment. And as the University of British Columbia is a home to the Faculty of Forestry and Environmental Stewardship, we are one of the world's top forestry universities, facilities, faculties, and recognized internationally for excellence in forest science, bioeconomy research, climate solutions, and sustainable resource management. And UBC offers direct access to world-class facilities such as the Malcolm Knapp Research Forest, the Bioenergy Research Demonstration Facility, the Bioproducts Institute, and advanced research labs, allowing you to connect theory with practice. And these facilities are all planned to be incorporated in these academic field trips for the 2026 Forestry Summer Institute. And at UBC FSI, forestry intersects with AI, public health, material science, policy, and engineering. Students learn not only the science of forests, but also how innovation and technology are shaping sustainable futures globally. We also create a global network that lasts beyond summer. Remember the career, the network, professional network growing there? So studying at UBC means joining an international academic community and building lasting connections with faculty, researchers, and peers who are shaping the future of sustainability worldwide and your future as well. And let's look at the courses that we offer through UBC FSI. The first course is Advancing Sustainable Development, Smart Forestry, and Carbon Neutrality Management. It gives students a holistic, problem-driven understanding of carbon neutrality management with a focus on forests and land use systems. Students start with fundamentals of climate change and greenhouse gases, and then move into applied smart forestry approaches. So including the use of remote sensing, you know that, artificial intelligence, sounds like everybody know what it is, but some questions there too. Big data, right? And I'm sure that you have probably worked with some already. And to measure and manage forest carbon at scale. Through a mix of lectures, field demonstrations, academic field trips, guest speakers, and case studies, so you will gain both conceptual and practical skills. And they will learn how advanced technologies and decision-making tools support carbon measurement, modeling, and management, as well as explore carbon policies, frameworks, markets, and financing structures. So most importantly, the course connects cutting-edge science with real-world practice and preparing you to think critically about sustainable development challenges in a challenging climate. Let's look at the course 2. The second one we have is AI in Green Space and Public Health Management. It explores how artificial intelligence, right, we call it AI, and data analytics can be applied to the planning, management, and evaluation of green spaces to support public health outcomes. And you will learn the scientific and conceptual links between urban green infrastructure and human well-being, and how AI technologies, including remote sensing, machine learning, and predictive modeling, for example, enhance our ability to manage green spaces in rapidly urbanizing environments. We will cover real-world applications such as a spatial analysis, environmental monitoring, and usage pattern analysis, giving you an understanding of how data-driven tools support planning, decision-making, and design in both natural and built environments. So field-based elements, including visits to urban parks, provide first-hand experience of microclimate regulation, water-sensitive design, and public space use. Let's move on to our third and the last course of the summer. So the last one you'll offer here is called the Bio-Based Renewable Materials. This course explores how bio-based polymers and bioenergy technologies contribute to a low-carbon future by replacing fossil-driven materials with renewable alternatives. So you learn the fundamentals of biomass chemistry, the structure and physical properties of bio-based polymers, and how they differ from synthetic materials. The course covers thermal, chemical, and biological conversion processes used to produce fuels and high-value bioproducts, as well as the tools used to design and analyze advanced materials. Students also gain first-hand experience through field visits to research forests, bioenergy and materials labs, and industrial sites, for example, sawmills. And these experiences conceptualize classroom learning within the real research and the production environments. While team projects build critical thinking, communication, and will help you with the collaboration skills as well. So over here that we have the course format, and throughout this summer, then we start with the airport pickup, of course, and then we'll officially start with a welcome day to help you settle in and connect with your peers. And also throughout the FSI, you will receive the expert lectures from Mondays through Fridays. During those, and you will receive 4 guest lectures by the leading instructors and internationally recognized experts. We, of course, will provide also 2 academic field trips during the workdays and 2 weekend field trips for fun to explore Vancouver. Well, the whole program will end with a farewell day to celebrate your achievements and friendships. Then look at, this is just a sample schedule, right? So Monday through Fridays, right? And then you will see the time, Sunday over there. So Sundays are always free days for you. It's your own time. You could work on your assignment. You could meet with your group. You could go exploring the city. You can do whatever you want to do, but just stay safe. And Monday, welcome day. I just covered it. And you will see that, lecture, guest lecture, those are the sample. It will change according to the actual, for example, the guest lecturer's time and also by the different programs as well. I mean, courses as well. The whole program will end with a departure day. If you look at the last Saturday, right, the last little grid there, it's a departure day. So for those who will need to move on and leave, and then everybody will leave the program on this day and check out of the UBC dormitory by 11 a.m. If you continue to stay here for a little bit, and then you're on your own, right? Otherwise, if you want to return to your home country, and then we provide the airport drop-off and then back to the airport. Very short, 3 weeks just fly by so fast. So over here, let's look at the FSI requirements. Very simple, right? No complications out there. So you must be a student currently enrolled at a university or a college outside of Canada, or you are about to graduate. It's okay, right? So now that you are finishing your degree, it's okay. When you graduated, you can still join us. And must be at least 18 years of age on the first day of the program in Vancouver here. And also, you can demonstrate a high level of English proficiency. I received many requests asking, is the language tests or seeing the test results necessary? It's not necessary. So we don't check your English standardized test results, but we would want to use them and know them for reference. But then we expect you to come ready to take part in a university level academic environment. Well, here, then let's talk about something more serious here. So is the program cost? Students will ask, okay, so how much I'm going to pay? So I'm looking at the pay to UBC side. That means you have one is pay, and it's a personal expenditure, right? But then I'm going to talk about here right now. We'll be talking about the portion that you need to pay UBC here in order to join the program and support the program going. And after acceptance to the program, and you will be responsible to pay for the tuition of the $2,000, which includes the course materials. And I will talk about the refund policy, the tuition refund policy in the next slide. And also you'll be responsible for the housing deposit of $200, which is refundable if you come and join the program within 3 months after the program ends. But if a student decides cannot join for whatever reason, and this deposit is not refundable, unfortunately. So you would then receive a letter of acceptance, we call it LOA, to support your visa application, because you do need to show why I need to come in here. Even though you have a Canadian visa, visitor's visa, or whatever visa that you can come in to do the program, you still want to show this letter of acceptance and the board of entry to show that why I'm here this time, right? So you should then apply, after receiving these LOA, the letter of acceptance, you will want to apply for your passport if you don't have one. After you get a passport, and at the same time, while waiting, probably, it's better for you to collect all the necessary documents to apply for a Canadian visa if you need one and for the program. After you obtained your Canadian visa or the documentation, and you need to secure your housing and confirm your participation. So you are required then to pay the program service fee of $3,000. The fee is non-refundable once paid. So that's why I emphasize that this will come in a second payment. The first payment is the tuition with the housing deposit. Without securing a visa, don't pay the program service fee because this is non-refundable. You want to make sure you can come and then you move forward. So that this part includes on-campus accommodation throughout the whole duration, right? July 25th until August 15th. And everybody will need to move out on August 15th by 11 a.m. And then, so that means if you need to arrive early, you need to take care of your hotel or your accommodation by yourself. If you need to leave later, you want to stay here longer after August 15th, check out, and then you need to find a hotel or housing for that night and starting for the days that you stay here. Okay. Airport pickup. So the fee covers airport pickup on the dates, July 25th when you arrive, and drop off back into the airport on August 15th, and covers all the transportation needed for all the program activities, 2 academic field trips, and all the related activity fees as well, and also the 2 weekend field trips, international student medical insurance, and also our program support. And this year, we provide an optional meal plan of $330 to support students if you need to have a smoother transition. If you wonder, oh, where do I get food? Where do I walk to get food to feel, better and get ready? So we provide the first week of meal plan. And after the first week, because not everybody likes the meal plans, so this is your own choice, right? And after the first week, and it's all on your own. So this first week of meal plan optional. It includes the buffet style breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Again, once paid, this meal plan fee is non-refundable. And this option must be selected at the same time as you are paying for the program fee. And if you do not pay at the time, and then you are not able to make it up, or if you show up here and tell me and say that I'm hungry, I just want to eat at my dining hall, or I just want to go to the buffet, and we cannot do it because this is all planned, unfortunately. So make the decision while you're paying. Okay, moving on to talk about the personal spending. So just now you pay UBC, and now it is the part that you pay yourself and spend on yourself, right? So visa application. So students, you are responsible for applying for and obtaining your own visa at your own cost. So whether you need a visa or not, it depends on your citizenship and also the country of residence. And UBC does not and cannot provide advice on visa applications. So if needed, we may recommend a visa application agency to support you and help you to guide you through. However, this or any agency is independent from UBC. And the university does not take any responsibility for the cost, service, advice, and the outcomes provided by any agency. Well, and other estimated personal spending that would covers, for example, your airfare, your meals, right? The food. Some students eat a lot, or some students want to have, fancy foods every time, and some students don't. So it really varies by your style. And also the personal trips, if you want to take a trip here and there, is also some of the budget that you want to build in. And personal expenses, household, you want to get the toilet paper, for example, right? All this, you need to get the budget. Local transportations, if you want to go shopping or go somewhere to see any exhibition or gallery, you want to get either taxi or public transportation, right? Or ride share. This is like Uber, Lyft, right? We have those here for you. But you want to plan the budget, right? So personal care, for example, you need to get something else for yourself and the phone data, any entertainment. So we advise you to get some set aside some monies for activities beyond the program. Like I said, ooh, a lot of probably the summertime, lots of concerts going on, right? But also there would be some free concerts going on for the community. So really check on the website. At UBC here, we have the museums and galleries. The total spending, I mean, each one, when you go in, you need to pay for the admission. But altogether, if you want to visit 5 or 7, then probably we are looking at the budget of $70 or ish over there. Okay, so next serious topic, refund. Okay, what if? There are a lot of if here. The tuition portion is the portion that we're looking at. It's probably can be refunded depending on the different scenario. So in some circumstances, a course is canceled, for example, due to insufficient enrollment. We don't have enough students, therefore we cannot run the course for you. And if that happens, we will offer you an alternative course. If you say, no, I just want that course, otherwise, then you will get 100% refund. Okay, so that is on us because we cancel it, we cannot do it. But if it is on you, if you withdraw, for example, you pay the $2,000 plus the housing deposit, right? And you withdraw, and what we're talking about, the refund is only the $2,000 portion, okay? So if you withdraw for whatever reason, then can no longer participate in our program, then you will need to email us right away, info.afric@ubc.ca with an official withdrawal request, along with a brief explanation for why, ASAP by all those dates listed on the table below. So you may be eligible for a refund according to the different scenarios. So you will see 60 days before, 30 days before, 1 day before, and on, right? So then these will be the portion of the refund that you will get. And then I also listed out the dates. For example, if unfortunately someone cannot come, and then on May 24th, at your time, email us so that to make sure your email requests arrive at our inbox by this time, and then you will get 100% refund. But we don't want that to happen, right? Okay, so refunds, just a reminder, may also incur additional charges and the exchange rate fluctuates. So all refunds will be processed after the end of the program. So you can refer to the table and our website for more information. Then, what if the refund is due to the visa refusal? Hope no one gets to use this. Last year, we got 100% visa application approval, okay? So no refusal. So if a student requests to withdraw due to the refusal, and then we will support them at the beginning and try to see how it goes and can we help out at this end. But if, unfortunately, if that still happens and you don't feel comfortable and you want to withdraw, you will get a 100% refund of the tuition amount. So that means you must email us within 15 days from the day shown on the letter from IRCC, which is the department to issue you the decision, right? The immigration department, and before your program start day. So before the program starts, you make a decision saying that because this student has a visa refusal, cannot come, here is the day, email us within 15 days of window, right? And then to request for a refund, that will be 100% refund. So that said, an official withdrawal request starting from the date on that you need to email us, and then official letter of the visa issued by IRCC, we need to see this document. One is from you, the other one is official letter that they issue you to tell you why, right? Hope not. Next scenario is visa delay. Hope no one gets to use this either. So if a student is unable to attend the program and decide to withdraw from the program because of the delay of obtaining a visa or ETA or study permit, for example, someone wanted to stay longer, then before the program start day, we will refund tuition based on the following terms. So scenario number one, if you have submitted your visa, whatever application, before our suggested timeline, April 25th, then you will get 100% refund of tuition. And you must provide the copies of, again, the official document, right? The IRCC confirmation saying that you have submitted your application, showing the date which you have applied, and then to qualify for these consideration. And second scenario, if you have submitted your application, but it's after our suggested April 25th date, and refunds will follow the general refund policy of the table. Remember the tables that you've seen? Yeah, so that will be the whole process. If you have any questions, you could either email me or to consult our website for details. All right, how to apply. And over here, then I would like to show you the real application, right? So everybody, when you click on apply, and you will come to this page, the Summer Institute application page. Then you read. We want you to read through everything here and understand them. Then please fill out everything in English. Right? I received some application, but some of those, the name in Chinese or in their own character, please use English only. And your full name, right? Over here, and shown as in your passport. You use the name that exactly matches your passport. If you don't have your passport yet, you need to make sure when you apply for your passport, you use this exact same name over here when you apply, because we will use the information you enter here to issue you the visa support letter, right? The LOA, the letter of acceptance to support your visa. So we don't want to confuse the immigration officers when they are reviewing your application. So we want to make sure everything you set here, including your sex, date of birth, must 100% match. Then number 4 here, I need to have a valid email address. Very important, very important. Check an email as well. This is the email that we will use to send you all the important communications from now on until the end of the program, where you receive your transcript, where you receive your certificate. Participant cell phone. This is for in case if we need to reach you. Yes, please. And what is your country citizenship? You just type in your country, and also the full name of your home university, your faculty or college or school, wherever you call it, and also the major. We want to know your background so that we can prepare. Our faculty members want to know about you before when they are preparing for their topics. And what is your current level of understanding of the course you want to study, right? And then you want to say, you are now an undergrad or grad, where are you? Which course you want to select, right? And how much you know about the subject already. Then do you have any English background? This is just for reference only. And also, how would you rate yourself? This is all self-assessed. You think your English is. Then the last one is why. We want to hear why you're interested in here. Just a few sentences, but tell us the truth, why you want to come here, right? Not necessarily saying an essay. So you want to put out, oh, it's related to my big interest and also my future career, or my family is, having a business in this area that I think that it will be helpful for me to do it, etc. Right? So that is the application that I would like to cover. If you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat box at the same time. Okay, so next, let's continue to look at the program process here. So now after you submit your application, then deadline, March 31st. Okay, don't miss the deadline. It will cut off midnight over here. So I hope that you will get enough time, extra few hours ahead of us. And also, after you apply, we will receive your application, we will review and make a decision, and then we will email you and say, "Oh, congratulations!" Right? And then we send you the link to pay for your tuition and housing deposit to secure your spot. Then receive your letter of acceptance. That is when you finish payment. Then we will send you the letter of acceptance to assist you to apply for the Canadian visa if you need one, or to support you to enter Canada. So before that, you need to check if you have a passport or not, right? So that is something you need to work on as well. So after you obtain your visa, yay, you can come officially. Then you let me know. You email us right away. Then I will send you, or my colleague will send you, the second payment, which is a program service fee of the $3,000. And when you complete this service fee payment, then we will follow up. We confirmed housing, we confirm everything, because you do not pay us for housing, you pay UBC for housing. You do not directly pay us, for example, insurance. We have UBC International Student Insurance we need to pay for, right? So this is, you pay the whole UBC different departments. It's not us charging you. We're only, for the program, we're looking at the tuition fee only. So after step 4, and then step 5 is a little complicated because there will be a lot of formal legal documents you need to sign. So you need to complete and submit your UBC FSI consent forms. It's a whole legal documents online that you need to sign, read, understand, and sign, right? All students below 19 years of age, because 19 years of age is regarded as the adult age here in British Columbia in Canada. Different provinces have different criteria, but here we require 19 years of age. So if you're below that, you will need your parents or guardians to read, understand, complete, and sign the forms for you. Then after everything's done, we will connect you, we will get you into a communication group and all that. Then you're ready. You will receive the program guideline, regular the pre-departure communications from us. You will join the WeChat group if you use WeChat, and also if you use any other WhatsApp, and we will create the WhatsApp group, right? So housing address details, you receive those, and classroom information, where to go to and which room it is, the whole campus map. Arrival procedures, for example. So this is something we want you to also understand. The airport pickup will be ready for you holding the sign, right? And then say, hey, FSI. And also, we will just get you to know the information of how you can set up the SIM card if you want to use a SIM card here, or if you want to use something else, it's all your own choice. But we provide the guidance information to help you. Okay. And next, I want to show you the student experience. Then we have a very special guest here today. But before I go into that, and I want to show you where you can find it. I brought up the page already here. So this is our program webpage, right? You know this. And when you scroll down, read, right? And then you will find at the end, very important button here. Find out more. Wow. The newsletters from our last year, you could take a quick peek at what activities did you do last year? Wow, and also all the student stories and their experience sharing. Some of those students decided, I don't have a beautiful picture to share, but I'm good with that one. But anyways, so you will also have the galleries, right? And then you will just click on it. It's like, hey, sorry, that's unplanned, right? So all these information and all the experience that you are able to find out, okay? So I want you to spend time to look into our website to learn more. And as you may already recognize, my special guest today is Xiaotong Jack Lee. Jack, are you there?
Yeah, I'm over here.
Yay, Jack. Jack is our outstanding student from last year 2025 group, and he came to us. I know that he would be shining in the program. And he's a master's degree student joining us, sharing a lot of good ideas throughout, very active, open-minded. Then after all this excellent experience with us, and he also moved on to join our Asia Young is called AYSA, Asia Pacific Young Scientists Association 3-minute competition. Wow! And he won prize number. Can you remind me, Xiaotong?
Third prize.
The
Yeah.
third prize. Oh my God. Yeah, this is so competitive. I mean, all those build up, right? So leading into another opportunity, getting in touch with us now. And that is great that start with our program. So I'm so proud of him. Xiaotong, can I hand over to you and let you share your
Okay, no
screen?
problem. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm going to share my screen right now.
Thank you.
Now it's my screen, right?
Coming up.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Xiaotong Li, and I'm a master student from Northeast Forestry University, and I'm going to switch to my slides.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm really happy to see you guys today, and I can see some more students from other countries this time. And last time, maybe all the students are from China. So this time I see many students from other countries, and I'm really happy and really excited to see that. Hope you can have a great time during the FSI program. So now let me share the experience through the FSI program. I'm going to divide my presentation into 6 parts: the UBC campus, the class, food, academic field trips, weekend field trips, and free time. So the first is the UBC campus. Actually, the time I arrived at UBC and the dorm really surprised me. So in my school, we cannot leave a clean dorm like this. The time I entered this dormitory, everything was clean and tidy, and the facility was so good, and it's a single room. So in our school, 8 people lives in one small dorm, and it's really crowded and nasty. But this dorm in UBC is clean, and everyone can have a room like this. One interesting about the dorm is that sometimes you can see cute little raccoons outside dorms, just like you are walking in a zoo, and they're really cute. Many of us was surprised by them, and that's a really good experience. And actually, many people say that UBC is the most beautiful school in the west coast of Canada. Actually, it's true. I have been to other really beautiful schools in Canada, like McGill and other universities, but they are not as beautiful as UBC. So as you can see, UBC has really beautiful, like the Rose Garden, like these old buildings, and also other buildings, the big stadium. Actually, this is the Rose Garden, right, Jun? And many people, they try to have their weddings here. And when the dark comes, the night comes, so the scene changes. And UBC is near the ocean, so when the dark comes, you can see the beautiful sea and the sunset and the rose garden and the other buildings changes the color when the dark comes, and you can easily take beautiful pictures. And these are pictures that I took, and they're without Photoshop, and you can see they are really good as scenery. And now let's talk about the class. So actually, the class is really new to us, right? We have never tried a class like this before. So the first day, right, we got a pizza party, and everyone became to know about each other, and everyone was really nervous at the first time because we were allowed to speak English, and we were required to speak English, and most of us did not have this experience before. But after eating pizzas and drink some sodas, everyone began to talk and dance. So the first day we just learn how to communicate with each other by this way, and then in the following days, we really useful guest lectures and learn things from this. And we finish our homework at this UBC Canvas platform. This is the online platform that we submit our homework there. And one great thing about that is sometimes if you cannot follow the teachers during class, because some teachers may speak in a really fast speed and you cannot follow them, you can get all the data of the class from the UBC Canvas platform, so that you can review what you learned again and again by using this platform. And you can also email your teachers when you have some questions to ask. So feel free to come here. And now let's talk about the academic field trips. And this is the most of people like it. This is the part that most people like. So actually, we went to I think it's the Pacific Spirit Park near UBC, and actually it's a really big, beautiful park. And we learned many interesting knowledge under the guidance of a professional guide. We walked into the woods and learn knowledge about forestry. I think it's a really impressive way to learn knowledge by seeing those interesting species in front of our eyes. And we also visited these beautiful gardens in UBC campus. And now let's talk about the food, right? Many people may worry about if I can get used to Canadian food, but I would like to say that the food in Canada, in Vancouver, is so great. I'm a really professional food reviewer, but I cannot say bad to this food. Like, so in the UBC campus, you can find this good food here. Like, this is the really good sub sandwich here in UBC. It's called Firehouse Sub, and they provide really good sandwiches. And this is a Turkish doner, hot dogs, milkshake, like shawarma, hamburgers, Tim Hortons. Yeah, there are Tim Hortons everywhere in Canada, so you can get a coffee everywhere you want. And some Chinese food, Japanese food, fried chicken, sandwiches, and pizzas. So these food are those you can find in the UBC campus. If you are tired about this food, you can just go outside the UBC campus and explore the food in Vancouver. Everything was great. I would like to say the best thing is this, the American barbecue in Whistler. That is the most delicious food I have tried in Vancouver. And if you have never tried before, you should go to that when you are in the field trip. And this is the Canadian national dish, the poutine. Everyone come to Canada should try this because it's a national dish. You can also get some top one ranking fried chicken, Jollibee, and other like Greek food. Or if you're from China, you miss Chinese food so much, but don't worry. You can get this good food in Vancouver. You can get hot pot, dumplings, and mutton soup. A really authentic Chinese flavor, because many famous Chinese cook, they just moved to they immigrated to Vancouver and they cook food there. So we can find this great food from all over the world. So don't worry. So you can give yourself a good treat. Now let's talk about the weekend field trip. Yeah, that's the photo you have seen that Jun shared with me. To share with you. This is the ferry we went to Victoria. You can see the skyline and the ocean. Everything was so beautiful. This is my first time being on ferry, and I was really excited. So the wind just come from my back, and I can hear the sound of the sea, and everything was so great. And then we went to this is the Whistler, I think. Yeah. So you can take a gondola to these mountains and see the snow peaks there. You can see that the scenery is so beautiful here, that the sky is blue and you can see flowers, trees, and so you enjoy the beautiful sceneries. And this is the waterfall, and this is another garden during our field trips. Now, so people may think, so what else can I do? Because actually, when we finish our class, we have a lot of free time. for us to explore the whole Vancouver place. We went to really many beautiful places there, and went to the English Bay, and one day there was a firework, a firework festival that time, and this was the firework festival there, and everything was so amazing there. And you can go to other parks there. You can explore those beautiful national forest parks. This is the one park. It's called Lime Park. Yeah, maybe that's the name. Yeah, so that's free, and we can walk through in the mountains and in the woods and enjoy these beautiful natural sceneries. And these are, this photo was taken from an outlet store. There are many really big shopping malls in Vancouver. So if you want to buy some souvenirs, just go there and you can buy some really good international brands at really fair prices, just like Acteryx. I bought a lot of Acteryx there at really good prices. So if you want to take back some souvenirs, so you can just go there. And also like really good brands like Lululemon or Canada Goose, they're also in Vancouver. So you can just buy whatever you want there as souvenirs. So this is my sharing, and hope everyone can have a great time in the following FSI program. And I'm really excited to see you there and enjoy a learning experience. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Xiaotong. And also, I remember when you were here one night and there was Northern Light, right? And that happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many people claim that they have already seen that.
Yeah, but it's in front of you. I've never seen, I couldn't spot them. My cell phone couldn't work, I don't know, but a lot of at UBC, they went out at 2 o'clock or 12,
Yeah.
1 o'clock, and they did witness the whole Northern Light coming down.
Yeah, many people they just took the pictures of that light, and it was the last night, right?
Yeah,
Really good.
close to the end.
Yeah, just as the last night in UBC, yeah, that was so great. You can go to the Rose Garden and see the beautiful light there.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing. And
You're
then
welcome,
without
Jim.
Thank you. So without really keeping the group here, then we'll move on to the Q&A. So remember now that the application is opened and it will end the end of this month at 11:59 our time, Pacific time. The pictures you are seeing here, they are our UBC museums. Yes, UBC has museums, and I'm not sure whether Xiaotong and your classmates went there when you were here. Great collections, amazing displays, specimens
Many
as
people
well.
went there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
So
about
we'll
that. Yeah,
do,
many people went there.
yeah, do find time to really visit them. It's a great place for academic experience, research, and also for fun. It's all together.
Mhm.
Great. So I'm going to open it up for questions, and at the same time, I will stop the recording. So I would like to share to ask and to the group and ask, okay,
Recording stopped.
do we have any questions from the crowd here? Any questions? Oh, I am reading your messages. Thank you. Yes, Banavnish, then I know we communicated on email. You're a PhD student and looking forward to come. Yay. Yeah, so speaking of that you may be aware of a fee waivers to a few of our partner universities in Philippines and also to our other developing countries as well. So, I would highly recommend you to, if you are considering applying for the waiver, you can, right? And do your best and demonstrate the reason why. But we are very competitive, and also we have very limited spots to support those students as well. So I would say if you are really interested and if you could financially afford to for the program, and probably you could consider not, receiving the fund because it's just too complicated, I mean, too competitive. But if you want to try, again, I mean, go for it, try. But I would still highly recommend you if even though you know the result, as I say, is very limited, right? Then even though it is probably a no, but then if you are interested in finding this program is the one will be very helpful for you to get in touch with our academic group here, building the professional connections here. You also learned what you are looking for here. Do consider about that. Okay, I'm opening up for the whole group on the floor here to see anyone has any questions. You're welcome. You can just unmute yourself. You unmute like me, right? Unmute, and then you can start talking. Anyone have any questions? How long does it take for you to hear back from me, for example? Or from us, the team? Once you submit your application, I think that it takes a few days for us to go through the system and also to review your application and identify if there is any issue, if no, clear, and then we will make a decision, then we'll reach out to you. So that will be back onto the same process. So maybe some students might wonder, would you have your own free time, right? As you can see, that Xiaotong has shared his experience of, academics, field trips, and then some of the fun things. Yes, I would say that you do still have your free time, but it is an academic program. So that means you are here to study and work, but then it is at the right level to be challenging. Some of you might say, wow, a PhD student or a master's degree student, okay? I just started my first year here. What does that mean? That means we want to know more about you. We are providing this program to you at your level. We see you grow from where you start and to when you finish, where you will get. I mean, to, right? That is the improvement to yourself. You are not comparing. We are not comparing to, student A to student B, no. So then we are seeing your own growth. And that's why it will be helpful when you are filling in the application for us to know what level are you at right now. And when we are doing the curriculum design over here, when the professors are preparing their lectures out there and what they want to talk about and how to really going across the spectrum to cover the interesting topics that would interest you. So probably any real question from our audience here? I wonder whether I could hear from Sichen. Sichen. Sichen, do you have any questions? I recognize Wei Yu. We connected on email. Right? Okay, so if it looks like that you don't have any questions so far, right? If you do, please email me. You have my email, then I'm sure that we get connected. And if you have any further detailed question about yourself, we could get in touch to help you out there. Otherwise, well, I wish you have, there is a question, Sichen, thank you. I want to know how many people have signed up for this program. Will it be canceled if there are not enough people? Yeah, so I don't so far I have about 40 people signed up already. Then if a program is got canceled, and that is very unfortunate, we don't want that to happen. But if it has to happen, then I will, or our team will reach out to you right away and to offer alternatives, right? For example, if you want to go for the bio or for the from this program, because we want to offer these programs to benefit people. And therefore, that is first. So that means we are non-profit, right? But then if somehow this cannot run, we don't have enough students, we cannot run. And then we will offer you a different course. If AI in green space cannot run, and then we may offer you, do you want to take a smart forestry, or do you want to do the bio-based material, the renewable material class? Then if the students say yes, and then they will be transferred over. But if you're saying that, no, I just want that AI in green space, and human health, then we will have to say sorry, and I will refund you the $2,000. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sichen. Does anyone have any other questions? You can either speak up or you can type. And again, when you are here, then feel free to reach out to, for example, I highly recommend you when you are here, like Xiaotong, right? When you are here, the first day we are seeing Professor Wang, we are meeting with some other famous professor walking by. I mean, don't let them walk by. You go up, right? Did I tell you right away the first day, right, Xiaotong? You say, okay, don't waste a chance. That is the professor. If you want to know, go up front and introduce yourself and start to talk about who you are and what you're excited about and want to know them, learn them, more about them and create any connection anyway, get their email. So that is very platform for you to explore and also expand your network as well. It will be helpful in the future when you are doing your research, when you are moving on to your own career. So that's how I would highly recommend my students to don't feel shy. Be ready when you see any professors walk by, go up front, introduce yourself and ask. Yeah. So any more question? If no more questions, then I will just call it. Yay! Thank you so much for attending, coming, and I look forward to receiving your questions if you do, or your application soon. It is only 2 weeks left for our application deadline, so I look forward to hearing from you. Well, take care, everyone. Bye for now. If you have any question, want to ask me in private, more of a private space, and I will be here lingering around for a extra minutes here. But otherwise, you are free to go. Have a wonderful day there. Enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, June.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Xiaotong. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
Oh, thank you
welcome.
for all the hearts. Thanks. You're welcome, Samantha. Thank you, Yuki. You too, sorry. To have a thorough consideration. And it's not only me, it is a whole, it's a whole thing. It's a lot of people to make the decision together. So if you want to go for it, and you go for it. So you apply for the program, but then you apply for these waiver, then you need to write an email to me when, after you submit the online application, right? And then you want to write this to me. But then this is only limited to a few of our partners and also some of the developing countries. Thank you so much for your question. Okay. So Jiangyue and admin, L, do you have any questions for me? If no, then I'm going to end this session. All right. It sounds like no. Okay, so we'll take care, everybody. Well, bye for now.